Today, I'll be showing you the fastest way to improve on controller in Fortnite. You'll be going from Bushcamp Dad's skill level to Peterbot's skill level in no time. But before we begin, I'm still very new to controller, but these tips that I'm going to tell you are what made me improve so fast. You can check out my progression video if you want to see how I did. With that being said, let's jump into the first tip to make you a pro on controller. Finding the right controller that you're not only comfortable with, but can also play well with, is a great way for improving your gameplay and winning more fights. With so many different controllers available, experimenting with different options can help you find the best one that suits you. When I first started using a controller, I found myself gravitating towards the Xbox controller, likely because I had grown up using one and played a lot of Xbox games as a kid, so it made sense that I stayed with an Xbox controller. Through my experience, I realized that an Xbox controller with paddles significantly helped me improve my gameplay. This made me invest in an Xbox Elite Series 2 controller, which was great as it had so many options to make it comfortable for me, alongside having the paddles on the back. Speaking of paddles, this brings us to the next important tip to help you improve on controller. Playing with either paddles or using claw grip can significantly improve your speed and performance on controller. Both techniques have different advantages and ultimately come down to personal preference. Claw grip involves holding a controller in a way that resembles a claw, allowing you to reach different buttons in more optimal ways. This grip allows you to keep your fingers on the joysticks at all time, which is crucial for maintaining control, a topic which I'll talk about later on in this video. Claw grip will help you improve your reaction time and accuracy. However, it can be challenging to get good at, as it may cause discomfort or strain on your hands by practicing with it for a while. On the other hand, using paddles allows you to maintain a standard grip on the controller. Paddles are attached to the back of the controller, allowing you to press buttons more effectively without removing your fingers from the joysticks. This also enhances your ability to build more quickly and comfortably. Personally, I prefer using paddles. While the claw grip does have its benefits, it can be quite difficult to learn and may cause a lot of pain on your hand over time. Paddles offer a comfortable alternative, allowing me to maintain a high level of performance without sacrificing comfort. As I mentioned earlier, keeping your fingers on the joysticks at all time is crucial for reaching your full potential as a controller player. Typically, with a standard grip, you need to take your thumbs off the joysticks to press different buttons, which can change your ability to look around and react quickly. By using claw grip or paddles, and rebinding your controls so you don't have to remove your thumbs from your joysticks, you can maintain constant control over your movements. The advantage here is significant. When you take your thumbs off the joysticks, even momentarily, you lose the ability to look around and react to your surroundings effectively. This can limit your movement and make you more vulnerable in fast-paced situations. However, keeping your thumbs on the joysticks at all time ensures that you maintain full situational awareness and control. This control is also important for quick reflexes, allowing you to respond instantly to any changes in the game. In summary, optimizing your grip by using either claw grip or paddles will greatly enhance your gameplay. It allows you to keep your thumbs on the joysticks, ensuring that you can always look around and maintain high-level performance. This small adjustment can make a significant difference in your overall gaming experience. This next tip is essential from going from an average player in Fortnite to a pro player in no time. Watching pro players play. Observing how pro players play in Fortnite is such a crucial aspect of improving your skill and consistently winning more fights. By watching pro players, you gain valuable insights into advanced strategies, building techniques, and fighting techniques that you may not discover on your own. For example, pro players often showcase their superior building skills, such as quick and effective high ground retakes, which can give you a significant advantage in fights. They also demonstrate precise aiming and movement strategies that allow them to outplay their opponents. For instance, let's say you're struggling with close quarters combat such as box fights. By watching pro players like Peterbot, you can learn how he plays during box fight situations, uses edits to create an advantage over his opponent, and how he remains calm under pressure. You can then practice these techniques in your own gameplay, leading to better performance in fights. Some top tier pros to watch right now include Peterbot, Booga, Miro, Power Alex, and many others. Each of these players bring a unique style and set of skills to the game, providing you with knowledge of game sense to learn from. In summary, dedicating time to watch pro players in Fortnite can significantly improve your gameplay, helping you learn new strategies, refining your skills and game sense, and ultimately winning more fights. If you're still playing on a TV in 2024, you might be missing out on a significant upgrade to a monitor. Nah, I'm just playing. But seriously, investing in a gaming monitor can be a game changer for improving your performance with a controller. A closer and smaller screen with a high refresh rate and good color contrast can make a huge difference in your gaming experience. For example, if you're playing a fast-paced endgame in Fortnite, a high refresh rate monitor allows you to see movements more clearly and react a lot faster. This can give you a competitive advantage over other players who are using a TV. Monitors also tend to have quite a lower input delay, meaning your actions on controller translate to the screen a lot more quickly and accurately. Now, I understand that not everyone can afford a monitor, but if you have the means to, get one. I can guarantee you'll see a noticeable improvement in your gameplay. Even budget monitors nowadays can still be better than playing Fortnite on a normal TV. So if you can make the switch, it's definitely worth considering. Now we'll be going through my controller settings that I use to become a much better controller player. Now a lot of pros actually do use these settings, so it pretty much confirms that these settings will help you become a much better player. With that being said, let's jump straight into the settings. So under the first tab being display, my windowed mode is on full screen, my resolution is on this, and I've got VSync off right here. Now my frame limit is capped at 144 FPS because that's what my monitor's hertz is at, so I highly recommend you cap your FPS at what hertz your monitor is on. Now I play on performance mode, which I highly recommend you do if you're playing on PC. Obviously you can't do this if you're on console, which is a bit of a shame. Now under my graphics settings, my brightness is at 100%, my user interface contrast is at the lowest, my colorblind mode is off, my colorblind strength is at 7, but this doesn't actually matter that this is on 7, this can be on any of them because my colorblind mode is actually off. And my user interface parallax, which I have no clue what this is on. Now, under my quality settings, my 3D resolution is at 100%, and please just don't turn this down because your game will look terrible. Now, for my actual quality settings, this setting is off, my view distance is at max, then my textures and meshes are at the lowest. And for advanced graphics, my FPS is showing, but this is personal preference, and then this is disabled. Now, heading over to the reticle and damage feedback settings, my reticle is on, and I don't know why you'd be playing with it off, so just keep it on. Now, the rest of these are just personal preference, you can copy them if you want, but I recommend just testing them yourself. Now for gyro options, I don't actually use gyro, but there are so many tutorials on YouTube that you can use if you want to play with gyro. But for my case, I've just got everything off here. Now onto the actual controller settings. For the first and second setting, I've got them both on. My edit hold time is at the lowest. My slide hold time is at 0.075. My camera axis is at both, but this is personal preference. And this setting is at the lowest. Now for vibrations, I've got them off, and I highly recommend you keep them off because your controller can run out of charge a lot more quickly if you've got them on, alongside it being pretty annoying having your controller vibrate all the time. Now, I'm not really sure what these settings are, so you can just copy them. Now onto the very important ones, the sensitivity. I've got both look and aim on the middle, being at 5. My building mode sensitivity multiplier is at 1.7, and my edit mode sensitivity multiplier is at 1.5. And now for these next settings, you want to have use advanced options on. Under my advanced look sensitivity, my look horizontal speed is at 42 alongside the look vertical speed. Now, I play without boosts. I recommend you do this as well because it's pretty annoying, but I'm not stopping you from doing that. My instant boost while building is also off as well. And now for advanced ADS sensitivity, my look horizontal speed and vertical speed are both at 15% alongside the boosts being off. Now under advanced sensitivity, I play with the look dampening at 0, and I also play on linear. This is personal preference, but I prefer linear. My aim assist strength is at 100%. Some people play with it at 99%, but I don't really know what the difference is, so I just play on 100%. Now for my dead zones, both my left and right stick are at 5%, and for the foot controls, I honestly have no clue what they are, so I just keep them all off. And the rest of these settings are for vehicles if you want to look at them. Now for the actual controller binds, I play on an Xbox One controller with paddles, so that's why some of the settings might be a little bit different if you're just playing on a standard controller. So feel free to pause the video if you do want to look at these settings.